ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Kilo 7 Tango Victor, request to land. This is Cincinnati Tower. You are cleared for landing. Have a great night.
It's a pivotal game. It's time to show out. Where my receivers at? We need speed tonight. Who they gonna think gonna beat them Bengals?
It's on us. No matter what they do, no matter what anybody else do, it's about what we do.
Off the rip. Straight from the rip, we ballin'. All grit, all stars, all in, all courage, all clear. Never fallin', hustlin', motivate, yeah, that's my calling. Crowd applauding, from grind time to prime time. Seize the moment, season is mine. Game time.
Wow, touchdown Cincinnati.
Unbelievable catch by McCoy.
Pass is picked, intercepted.
Oh my God!
It is a great atmosphere here in Cincinnati on game night. This place all lit up and ready to rock. Washington Commanders come in 1-1. The Cincinnati Bengals 0-2. Zach Taylor, the 41-year-old, in year number 6. And for the 5th time in 6 seasons, his Bengals are 0-2. So they've been here before. And Dan Quinn is part of a rebuild with the Washington Commanders. He was the head coach in Atlanta, took the Falcons to a Super Bowl, and then for the last couple of years has been the DC in Dallas. Out tonight, Emmanuel Forbes again with a thumb injury, had surgery, not available. Cleveland Farrell, who is the leading sack man for Washington, is out with a knee injury. And then Troy, those bottom 2 guys, big guys up the middle at defensive tackle, not available with pulled hamstrings in B.J. Hill and Sheldon Rankins.
Yeah, and that's been an area of this defense where they have struggled inside in that defensive tackle position. Not having those players hurts them this week. They went down early in that game last week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Down to Lisa.
Coach, moving the ball well, what's been keeping you from finishing?
Well, just close on a couple of these third downs, in the red zone. But we got to get 7-point plays. They've had 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. So we got to get a turnover off them quickly.
Yeah, they've gotten into the end zone their first 3 possessions. What do you have to shore up defensively?
Well, we got to get them off track. They've got too many successful plays. Even when we get to 2nd and 10, we got to put them in 3rd and long. We haven't done a great job of that.
All right, thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
Joe.
All right, nice of Zach to do that. They have plenty to talk about in the locker room at the half as his Bengals trail by 8 here at home with their 0-2 record. State.
I'm going to run through. Welcome to the Allstate Halftime. Ryan Clark, Jason Kelsey. I'm Scott Van Pelt. Cam Taylor-Britt called Washington a nice little college offense. Yeah. Looks like a pretty good NFL offense. They got 21 points on the board. What do you see out of Washington?
Well, they're playing against a high school defense then, if that's what's going on. Because there are some things that are part of what he did in college, but you're also seeing Cliff Kingsbury continue to add some more of the drop-back style plays, and Jaden Daniels is handling it extremely well. We saw him in college constantly and consistently connect with Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. down the football field. And here's a big play to Terry McLaurin.
Dot.
Yeah.
That's his longest pass. It's only 3 games, but that's 2 things. You want to see him, A, throw the ball down the field, and Washington fans for years, my guy Tim Legler said, tell them to throw the ball to McLaurin. You can't do it better than that.
No, that's exactly what you want.
Game plan. And Joe's doing the same thing on the other side. They're finally getting Chase involved. He's got 80 yards in the first half. Both quarterbacks are playing really well right now. The difference has been the red zone. You just heard it.
Yeah.
Washington has capitalized on their opportunities. Cincinnati is coming up short where it matters most. But
and that's the other thing, though. We just saw the zone read. That's a great play in the red zone. If you have a quarterback that can add that run dynamic and also the option of being able to give the ball or pull it, the way that puts a defense in the bind near the goal line is very difficult, and that's why we're seeing them have that red zone success.
Absolutely. Running quarterback always. I mean, we saw it for years with Cam Newton in the red zone. I benefited it personally with Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels. That's an added threat for sure.
Those two guys, though, Hurts and Cam, big human beings. Jaden's not nearly as big a guy, but clearly he waltzes in, and you're not as concerned about it. And that's 3 times he's done it already. They get the ball coming out of the locker room.
When you're quick like a cat, you don't got to be that big.
Understand. Listen, Cincinnati's they're the desperate team here. They're at home. They're 0-2. You expected to see them first to the fight. That has not been the case so far.
And Scott, the other piece of it is, too, watching Washington progress the way they have.
Another 0-2 team is Jacksonville. They are well on their way to being 0-3 because Josh Allen was out of his mind. Keeps the play alive, finds Dalton Kincaid back at the end zone. And we give Brady a lot of credit as a play caller, but a lot of this is just 17 making play after play.
Also, too, look at the receivers getting open and Josh delegating and dictating the ball to them all.
That was Keon Coleman, the rookie out of Florida State. And now, Ryan, I don't think you or I'll ever forget the night that DeMar Hamlin,
how good is that to see,
nearly lost his life in Cincinnati. Tonight, as they play in Cincinnati, he gets his first ever career pick in Buffalo. They turn it into more points right before the half.
It'd be a bigger story if your quarterback wasn't playing like a superhuman.
Well, it's a feel-good story.
It's getting overshadowed.
Yeah.
Buffalo feeling good as well. They're feeling good in the district. Excited about this 8-point lead at the break. They get the ball coming out of the locker room as well. That's B-Rob. One of the 3 rushing touchdowns actually in the first half.
You're watching the All-State Halftime.
This minute, let's go.
Hi, Scott. Welcome to autumn. So let me channel my inner Don Henley and Eagles for a moment. Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach. The week began with 9 unbeatens. Could 3-0 be within their reach? Or something like that. Here we go with our fastest minute in television. Battle of 2-0 teams. Chargers at Steelers. Jim Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, 2 coaches that know exactly what they're doing. So does Justin Fields. To Calvin Austin, touchdown. Steelers 3-0. They haven't allowed more than 10 points in any of their games. 2 more unbeatens in Minnesota. Former Texan Jonathan Bernard, 3 of the Vikings, 5 sacks. Sam Darnold, threw 4 touchdown passes. This to Justin Jefferson, 3-0 Vikings. Saints were 2-0. Derek Carr and company, 91 points and 2 wins. Not Sunday. Too much Philly D, too much Saquon Barkley. Huge bounce back for the Eagles. Both of these teams 2-1. At Tampa Bay, the Bucs 2-0. Winless Denver in town against Baker Mayfield, but rookie Bo Nix running for a score. Denver with a shocker. 26-7, the Bucs no longer unbeaten. Geno Smith, Seattle, the DK Metcalf, 71 yards. They beat Miami. Shh, the Seahawks are 3-0. Other end of the spectrum, Ravens trying to avoid going 0-3. What do? You give it to Derrick Henry. He ran for 151 at Dallas. Team ran for 274. Ravens off the schneid. Don't forget NFL Primetime at ESPN Plus. Scotty?
Boom, thank you. Cincinnati opened the scoring with this Burrow to Chase touchdown, but Washington's got 21 since then. They get the ball coming out of the locker room. We'll see you when this one's done.
Thank you for watching the All-State Halftime.
Of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Tonight's first half highlights are presented by Target. Welcome to a nice night in Cincinnati, Ohio. It is week number 3. Burrow airs it out. Chase, hello, touchdown, Cincinnati.
Burrow, he knew exactly where he was going.
Here's Eckler. He's been impressive tonight to the end zone.
Washington has had their way.
Aired out. McLaurin, he's got it. Daniels is going to walk it in for the touchdown.
Boy, what a job by this Washington team.
Target circle, the best way to get more target. Second half about to get underway here in Cincinnati. Getting late early for the Cincinnati Bengals here with a record of 0-2. Welcome to the booth. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and for Washington, could not have been a more impressive first half.
No, it was really good. Really both sides of the ball. I think the difference in that first half is both teams got in the red zone twice. Washington able to score touchdowns on both of their possessions, and the Bengals on the other end had to settle for field goals. But, you know, Washington, as I mentioned in the first half of this game, that with each minute that goes by and they continue to play the way that they are, they're going to be a tougher out because they're continuing to gain more and more confidence, especially the young quarterback. And I also want to point out the job that Cliff Kingsbury has done in this first half as far as giving his quarterback some throws, mixing in the running game. Really done a nice job. Good game plan coming in, and they've executed it well. Thought they were going to have.
Bengals go to 0-3. Commanders to 2-1. McLaurin, a big night. And in this meeting of two former LSU Tiger quarterbacks, both Heisman Trophy winners, it's Jaden Daniels who ends up on top, and a big win for Dan Quinn and the Washington Commanders tonight. And this, believe it or not, is the first game since 1940 with no turnovers or punts. What a night for number 5. Has to feel good for Cliff Kingsbury, too, who was asked about the comments of Cam Taylor-Britt, and saying that Cliff Kingsbury is the OC. It's basically a simple offense, saying they don't make him do a lot. They keep it really simple for him. Nice college offense. Kingsbury's the OC, and Kingsbury has the last laugh, as do the Commanders. Let's go down to Lisa.
Thank you, Joe. Jaden, you certainly did not look like a rookie tonight. Just what felt good to you?
We were just executing at a high level. Good credit to my old line, good credit to my receivers, my running backs, and most importantly, good credit to God.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. You were 21 for 23 passing, a 91% completion percentage. That's the highest for a rookie ever in the history of this league. Just what does that even mean to you?
That's crazy. Give glory to God, man. I want to be in this business without him, so I can't do nothing without him.
You were able to connect tonight with Terry McLaurin, your number 1. Just take us through the touchdown pass that kind of sealed the game.
Yeah, cover 0. I knew I was going to take a hit, but I trust my player to go out there and trust my guy to go make a play.
And that connection, what's it been like just kind of getting chemistry with that guy? He said he's been so patient.
It's been great. He's a pro's pro. All credit to him. You know, it's not going to be, smooth sailing at first. We're going to have to grow and keep going.
But that wasn't your first NFL touchdown pass. Your first was to an offensive lineman. That was Trent Scott's first touchdown as well. In fact, he'd never even run a route. Who gets to keep that football?
I had to keep it. That's my first one. I had to. That's going to be a crazy trivia in the future, like who was my first career touchdown pass to.
Congratulations to you. Go celebrate.
Well, there you go. There's the answer. It's Trent Scott who gets the touchdown, but Jaden Daniels wants the ball. By the way, Troy, you never threw a touchdown in the NFL to an offensive lineman. Did you know that?
I did not. Emmett usually ran those in anyway.
What a win tonight. 38-33 for the Washington Commanders. Next week, 2 more games. Titans, Dolphins on ESPN, Seahawks, Lions on ABC. This has been a